Hi, it's Fiona Fernandez here tonight. Just going to set up my camera and get started. So let me know if you're joining me with your crafting tonight. That'd be great. So I'm going to be playing with the friendly fins. I've got this new stamp set and these are the dies that go with it. I may not use the dies tonight. I think we'll just use the actual stamps, and I've got a technique that Stampin Up put out there. So when we join Stampin Up, we get emails. Turn that sound off. We get emails from them every week, and one of them is called Succeed Weekly, and it's got some good ideas in it. So I like to play with those techniques sometimes, and tonight's one, today's or this week, was using the pastels, the soft pastels. So these are soft, chalky pastel, and this is the original box. They've actually got a new box out now since they brought out some other colours. So the box that I've got in front of me is actually on sale. Oh, that's cool. It's only $6.30. So we're talking Australian here, we're in Australia. And so that's on the website, still in the clearance rack. And then the new packet is out as well. So let me just see what the new packet has in it that's different. Here's my colours. Okay, so on my one we've got Coastal Cabana. Let me just check the colours they've got in the new one. Oh, where are we going? Okay, they've got Coastal Cabana, Daffodil Delight, Gorgeous Grape. I've got Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple Green. Okay, so Mango Melody on mine is not there anymore because that's not there anymore. We've got Flirty Flamingo, Mossy Meadow. We got Mossy Meadow in here. Yeah, we got Mossy. So we don't have Mango Melody. That's a different colour now. Mossy Meadow. That's this one. Night of Navy. So my one has Night of Navy. It'll be the dark blue. And Poppy Parade. So it looks like only one colour has changed. So instead of Mango Melody, you get Flirty Flamingo, which is similar. Hang on, let me find a Flirty Flamingo for you. Let me find the book. That's the quickest way. So in the catalogue, in the back there, you'll find all the colours. You just flick through to these pages like this. So pages 134, actually 132 has the whole colour wheel on it. And they're done in families in the book, so you'll see them in individual families. So what colour am I looking for? Flirty Flamingo. It's over, where is it? Where is it? It's like, pick it, there it is there. So it's a pinky sort of colour. So the Melon Mambo. What was in my one? Hang on a minute. Mango Melody. Sorry, mine had Mango Melody, which was one of these yellowy colours. So now it doesn't have an extra yellow one. It has this Flirty Flamingo pinky coloured one. So you can still buy them, so that's good. Oh, hello Lynette, how are you? You crafting tonight? I'm a bit tired tonight. I almost didn't do it tonight, and then I went, you know what? I do get all relaxed when I start, and I won't go too late. I'm planning. Look, I've even prepared something, which isn't like me at all. No, sometimes I do, and I'm still changing it up anyway. So I'm looking at the email I got through the week from Stampin Up. I got on that, and so they've done a little card, and they've used these pastels. So I'll just put these cards up here. I just was sort of positioning my stamps a little bit, so I'll just put them back on the packet so you don't lose them. All right, it's always a good idea because they get lost easily. So I've got those out ready to go. I've got a piece of thick white cardstock and a few pieces of, these are just offcut pieces that I had. They've used something similar on their little card, but I've changed mine a little bit. So we'll stamp on them in a minute as well. So always get your little offcuts. And use this spare piece of paper I've got lying around to scrape some pastel. I'm going to use this colour I'm just hoping there's not any yellow in this because I rubbed it off a fair bit because I don't want yellow. But I don't wash them out, so I tend to use them only with the inks. But with the pastels, we want it a bit lighter. So they just say on their thing just to use your scissors carefully and get a bit of the, a bit like being back at school when we used to do it with our pencils. That's okay, you don't need to comment. I know you're there. And if you've got to go, that's okay too. I do put my videos into YouTube, so for anyone watching there later, thank you. Love it if you subscribe and if you like it. Okay, I think I'll just try that much to start with. Put that back in the box. I'm just going to get a bit on my brush and have a play on the paper first, because we might need to do more. Okay, I'm just going to basically put it around this way. That'll be the front of my card. I'm just going to smear it on. So yeah, we might need a bit more than that. Just use your powder and brush it on. So you get a softer looking colour. It's very, very pale. I don't know if you can even see that. They've gone a bit darker on these. Might have to go a bit darker. Get a bit more colour happening. I haven't done any card making today. I've just been looking at other things and getting ready to make a quilt. So I'm gearing up mentally for that. There's a bit of work involved in that before I start, and preparing and planning. Been thinking about all that. Went for a walk. I like to try and go out for a walk every day. So I'm not too worried about covering everything because we're going to be covering a whole lot of it up anyway. Just gives you a nice little background. But I want you to be able to see it at least on, on the video. Hope you can see that. I'll bring it up in a minute. I'm going a bit closer to the camera. Tap it off a bit. Let's have a look. If I fold that, let's just that bone folder out. We'll just do a bit more on this piece here and use up the rest of it. So you can mix these with water as well. Just touch that, make sure it doesn't come off. There's my little tissue. I'm just going to flop it over like that to get rid of any residue on it. So I've just gone, oh, can you see it? Now let's turn the light off for a minute. Sometimes I get, no, sometimes I get a better picture if I turn it off. It's a bit hard to see, isn't it? Oh, I'll go really close. I can see it. It's just that paley green colour in the background. Okay, just get rid of that. Just going to fold that over like that so that I can use that bit of paper again with my pastels. So there's my little card. I'll just wipe the little scissors off as well. Cool. Now I have got a picture in front of me. They've got used a bit of black with some white ink on it. I might just do that first. I'm going to use these little ones. So I'm wondering whether to make a splash on it. So I think that'd be cool with all those little fish. Get that stamp off. Oh. Just remember when you're using photopolymer to put it down first onto a surface, like just let it go and let it rest. Because as I discovered with the tools the other day, if you put them straight onto the block yourself like that, it may get wonky, and if you've got to die cut something out, it may not fit around it then. She speaks with experience. But then on the other hand, these are really good for doing round curves. Let me just show you this one. Hang on. Let's get this one out. So if you wanted to do a curvy one, and using the glass mat is great, you could curve it around a bit and then pop it onto your block. Actually, pop it on the block first. If you want it a bit curvy, you can stick it on like that and change the curve because it'll stick a bit. That's the other thing I really like about photopolymer. See? Thanks for everything. But tonight, we won't use that one tonight. We'll make a splash instead. So I'm going to just stamp that onto there. Let's have a look what it looks like. And I'm going to heat emboss it with white. Off there. My embossing powder ready. These embossing powders come in a pack of 3. And you can also get this little tool, the little tray and the brush and tweezers that come with a little embossing buddy. Use separately. Get that. Oops, turn the light off. Here we go. Here's the heat tool. I'll get that out ready. I like to get all my little bits ready when I'm going to heat emboss. And just put a Versamark on that. Make sure you cover that up before you heat anything. And I'm just checking my stamp to make sure it's got ink on it. Turn that over that way, and I'm just going to give this a little wipe. Got in the middle. I hope I got it in the middle. Looks like it went up a little bit higher. If we don't like it, we'll turn it over. It's gone a bit crooked, but you know what? I'm going to be sticking it on crooked anyway. Little brush. So it may not matter. I just get a little brush and I brush off anything that's sitting out on its own. The only thing with using the embossing buddy on the black, it makes it look a bit white. So I didn't do it very heavily. Okay, you can leave that sitting there while you get things put away. The important thing is to get the powder onto the ink straight away. Put that back. Use that. And the little tweezers that come with that tray are like this. So they've got these little silicone tips so we don't burn ourselves. I'll just heat that down there. Keep going till it just changes. That's about right. Oh, maybe a little tiny bit more there. So you end up with a nice... Hang on, let's get that focused properly. Right, and don't forget to clean your stamp. Even though it's clear, you want to get the versing off of it. Okay, so we've got that ready. Just wipe that with my tissue because that's just got a bit of that embossing buddy powder on it still. Just wipe that off. I'm just going to rub the edges down where I've cut it. Just flatten it out a bit. You may cut it shorter yet, I'm not sure. Let's do the rest of it. Okay, so what else are we going to do? We're going to stamp some things. Okay, we want some little fish. Which way do they go? So if you're not sure which way they go, just look at the packet. So this one has reversible two-step stamping. So what you can do is you can turn them over. Hang on a minute. There's another set. Hang on, there's another set. Let's get them out of there. So there's two. So you've got them both going the same way, see? But this is a solid, and that's got the little pattern over the top of it. So it doesn't, I don't think it matters which way you do it. Depends what colours you're using. So if you were using, let's just use something and I'll show you. You think, what will I do in the background? We're going to do a background stamp as well. So we'll do that in, what was that one? Coastal Cabana, wasn't it? I love Coastal Cabana. So I've used Coastal Cabana, so I'm going to use that on the base, on the card. And then I'm going to do some fish. So I think we'll do some fish in Calypso Coral. Get these sleeves out the way. So this is what I'm thinking. Don't lose your fish. Don't lose the fish. So I'm thinking if I put something up there, I might even stamp that one up there onto the card. And then I've got a dolphin on my biggest piece. Which one's the biggest one? This one? Because he'll just fit on that one. I was thinking I'd put him there, and then I'll stamp the little fish. I might use this one on this one and put them under there. See, can you see the green colour now in the background? And put them there, and then we'll make a splash. What do you think? I think that'll work. Okay, so with this one, I'm going to do Coastal Cabana. No, that's, yeah, it is Calypso Coral, not Coastal Cabana. Coastal Cabana is the green in colour. Let's get that dolphin off there. So some little fishies. And I might do another lot as well, but I might do them in a different colour. So that's, let's move those little fish out there. So this is what I do sometimes when I'm doing the two-step. I turn it over and I put my stamp on the other side, so then I can just flip it around. Okay, we'll do a couple of them. We'll get another colour to go over the top. I'll try Petal Pink. Get rid of this. I don't put my fingers in it. So then we just stamp using the other lighter colour, and you can go straight over the top of the fish, and it doesn't matter if they don't line up perfectly, because there, oh, it did line up pretty well. Actually, looks okay. Cool. All right, and now the second one I'm going to do lighter, so I'll do them with the petal pink first, because I want them to look paler and swimming in behind the dolphin. So that's petal pink and calypso coral that I've used there. And I think on that one, what we use on that one? Actually, you know what? I might even use lemon lolly. That will make it a bit brighter though, won't it? We'll see. I think it'll be alright. Now my lemon lolly's a bit wet. I'm just going to wipe that sideways a bit. Now if your stamp pads get too wet, store them upside down like that. Because the way they're stored, the pads face down, so the moisture comes to the top. But I'm feeling like that's a bit too wet. Let me just push some of the ink into the pad. Because the other thing you can do is get a bit of absorbent towel and just take a bit off the top if it's really got too much ink in it. Occasionally they come like that. I've got a bit of fluff there, I've got to get that off. Got a bit of fluff on my ink pad. I get it? Yeah. I'm just going to use my tissue to wipe that off. I'll just keep a little card handy. This is one of my sales reward cards that I just keep here. Right, we'll just try that again. Let's get the ink off there. Yeah, that looks a bit better now. It's not got so much on it. I'll just try and line them up. It's a bit harder to see when I haven't got as much ink on there. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, yep, there we go. Cool. So that's that one. And we want a dolphin. We put that one there, so they'll get covered up a little bit. I'll put my little dolphin. I'm going to put him there. So I'm just wondering what colour will we do here? Actually, we might do him. Actually, you know what? Before I do the dolphin, keep my name on the table. You won't know who I am. Some people will. I think we'll just put that there for a minute. I think I'll do the other bit first. Just get rid of paper. And I've got this stamp out of the Irresistible Blooms. That's an online exclusive, this one. And I just want to do some of the splotchy things in the background. So the card I'm looking at has little stars and splotches sort of all over the place. We're just going around like that. Doesn't matter if it goes on the back a little bit. I think that'll do. That looks nice. Oh, that really makes the background pop up too. Amazing, isn't it, once you start putting it together? It's out of my head and onto the table. I love that. I have to do that before I do the dolphin. because I'm not sure what colour to do the dolphin. Right, where's my dolphin thing? I've still got to put that on. And I want to put the dolphin on. Where was the dolphin going? Here. And that's going under there. That's going there. Da, da, da. Right, what colour are we going to do the dolphin? Ooh, tricky one. Let's have a look. I mean, we could go Summer Splash because after all we're making a splash. But Summer Splash is, let's do it on the paper first and see what it looks like. Or we could pick up a grey. You know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do it on the card and use another one if I don't like it. Now we've got, oh, I went too much and I've got bubbles in the middle, look. I've got little bubbles on him. They probably won't stamp, although they might, so I'll just get that off here. No. You can use your chamois for that. Just get that out of there. So I pushed a bit too hard on the ink pad. You don't want to push hard, just dab. Dab, 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 dab. Right, get this out of here. And let's see how that looks. It's not too bad. Now we've got to do the other stamp as well. So I'll just put him down. Here's my other bit. Oh, where's my stamps? Here we go. We've got the dolphin. And we're going to put another colour. Oh, okay, so it doesn't do the bottom fin, it just does the top one. Oh, that's cool. I'll find another colour for that. Well, maybe we will do the grey. How about we go... Look. Over there. I might go smoky. Smoky slate or grey granite. Oh. Let's try both. Let's try them. One's got a bit of a greenier hue to it. That's that one. I think that one's a bit greener. Oh, look, you could easily stamp off and do a couple of dolphins, look. I was just getting the ink off. This one's bubblier. That's a bit grayer. That one's a bit greener. Ooh. And then I'm wondering whether just to do the stamp off. I think I'll go this colour. Yeah, because that's quite wet. Alright, I'm going to do one there and then one over the top to get a bit of colour on it. Oh, we ended up with too much on his nose, look. We might have to do him again. Let's give him another go. Try that again. Okay, we'll close this one. Do all that. And we'll get the Summer Splash back up. Dab, dab, dab. Here's my little dolphin. I went to clean it and I had the other one sitting there. Dearie me. Okay, and then we'll do this one. I'm going to go onto the paper. We still got enough left. I hope so, yeah, that looks better. There we go. Oh, that's better, isn't it? And you know, that's because it went a bit bubbly. But it doesn't matter sometimes if it's bubbly. Depends what you're doing. If you don't want it bubbly, use your daubers to dauber the ink onto your stamp and you'll get a more even coverage. But I actually really like that, so I'm glad we went twice. See, it was two-step stamping twice. That's cute. Alright, now we've got this little one up the top. And I'm just going to do that one straight onto the card. And I think we'll use the same. Now what have we got? We've got the blobby bit here. There's my other block. Go that way so I can see it. That'll go onto there. Oh, can't see it real well with that one. Hang on. I'll take the dolphin off. Turn my busy bees over. Now don't forget about that great join offer on the moment. Let's stop for a second. There's a starter kit special. It's only for a few more days. So it's the 29th today. This finishes on the 31st of May. So if you have forgotten about it, I'll remind you, because it's a great value. You know, $144 extra stuff in a starter kit. So you get to choose $235 worth and you only pay $169. So if you want to talk about that, have a chat. If you want to scan my QR code, that goes to my join page and you can read all about it. Make sure you do it before the end of the 31st of May if you want it, because then it'll be gone. Just such a great offer. And I rave about it because I think it's really good value. Okay, so we'll do this one. I don't know if I want to go the same colour. I don't think I will. Let's put that away. Splashes away. We could just do the grey, couldn't we? Decisions. Just wondering whether to go a bit of Pretty Peacock on that one. And then the grey. We'll have a look. Let's have a look on a piece of card. Find a piece over here in my stash. Just got bits lying around like this, just like this. A bit of two-step stamping. And then we can always keep this one and put on something else if we don't like it. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? That's quite nice. Alrighty, and then we've got this piece here. So this one could probably, oh, I've got my finger all over it. It's gonna be all grey. It's just a bit wet, that one. I'm getting funny bits out of it. Alright, now where do we go? There. Ooh, look at that. That might work. Just wondering if it's too dark though. I don't think the outside's too dark. I'm just wondering about the inside. We might have to get the dauber out for that. I think I will go with the Pretty Peacock. Alright, so we've got everything sitting there. I'll just put him on there. So that's onto your card. Cover that up. Hi Monique, how are you? Just playing with the friendly fins. Now, I think we'll get the dauber out of this one. I'll just keep my daubers in the box like this. don't keep them specific colours. I tend to stick with a family of colour, like if it looks the same colour as that, I'll go with it. Some of them are quite dark, aren't they? Which one will I go with for the grey? I think I might have to use a blank one, although I'm not sure what I use that one for. Just test it on something if you're not sure. No, there's nothing on that one. Use that one. Just get a bit of ink. You probably won't see this very well, but we'll get a better coverage, I think, but not quite so thick and heavy like before. It's still breaking up a little bit. You know what I might do? Look at that. It still works out okay, but I wanted a more even thing, so I'll just wipe that off again. And I'm just going to rub it off like this. Oh, you label them with the ink colour, do you? Now, why has your thing gone all grey? I don't know. I'm just rubbing that with my eraser to prep the surface a bit. It seems to work better when I do that. We'll see in a second. And I'm going to test this first on the back of this one, because I'm just going to go on the back of that one to see what it looks like before I do it on the card. It's still a bit dark, isn't it? It's got a nice finish to it though. Is it too dark? Might be a bit too dark. Right, so the other thing I'll do is put that onto the ink and take some of it off with my dauber. I'm just going to whack it onto a bit of paper over there. And the other thing you could do is use your markers to colour it in. Colour this in, I mean, the stamp, or you could even just colour the stamps down there if you wanted to. Okay, we're going to wing it. Here we go. Get over the top of it a bit to get it right. Down, down, down. Don't breathe. Phew. Oh, look, I went a tiny bit off. Oh, oh dear. See, I just missed this tiny little piece here. I know, it doesn't really matter, but I feel like it does matter for this one. Let me just put a tiny bit on here, because I want it to look right. Let's see if I can do it. No, it's not going to do it. So I'm going to get out my colour. Just a moment, please. I'm going to get a little painter out. Where's my little paper? I am just going to get a little bit of paper from that. A little tiny bit of ink. My block, because I want to colour that piece in. Let's test it out first. Just want to fill that little gap in. Little bit. There we go. Just didn't like that big white line. Okay, that'll do. See, I've touched the green there now. It's gone a bit. Let's get that out of your brush. Okie dokie. Yeah. Where were we? Yeah, it's a shame it's smudged a little bit there, but oh, your eyes will go onto them. Make a splash. aren't we? We'll keep that one for another time. And that one. And that one. I think we'll put this little baby together. So the other thing I got out was some white cord, and I'm just going to get my, put that heat tool away. I'm going to get out some blends so I can colour them in. Just got to find the right one. Do I want pool parties? No, Coastal Cabana. Just got to find my Coastal Cabana. Party, summer. Oh, maybe we could go summer splash actually. Let's have a look. I was going to tie a bit of string somewhere. They used a different shape black piece on their card. Theirs went down like this, but I'm doing it up. Or maybe we should go that way and have him coming down that way. I hadn't thought of that. No, that won't work. Not now. I've done it around the wrong way. It's all right. That one there, that one there, that one there. Might chop that one off a tiny bit. And we'll just use a bit of this to go. I don't know, maybe we should just tie it around there a few times. Do something with it. Bit of silver hair in there. Strip that off. Just going. You could leave it white too. Here off the table. I'll try this anyway. So you can use your alcohol blends. I don't know what's happened to your comment, Monique. I don't know where Monique went. It's all pale. It's very strange. Never mind. You can just colour these in, and look, we won't even have to colour the whole lot, I reckon. Just get a bit of white on, get a bit of colour on it. And that way we end up with a bit of a mix. Just let it dry. Summer splash. Right, now I think we'll just trim that off a tiny bit off the end. Let's see if she can cut it straight. Oh, it's not too bad. We'll have our strengths and weaknesses. I'm not real good at doing that. See, I didn't do enough. It's because I used the extra piece that I hadn't cut down already. Yeah, see, that one's gone a tiny bit crooked. Will anybody notice? No, you won't notice, will you? I'll stick it on. No, it's still too long. We'll do again. Go again. Ready? Got to get them in the right spot. Right. There we go. To find some bling. Just going to tie that in a little knot. I can't believe it's 9:17 already. I was going to be quick. I am being quick, aren't I? Okay, this end's a little bit furry, so I'm going to trim that off too. up on dimensionals. And I might even curl that around a little bit. Bring that around. Sort of like that. Because I like doing stuff like that. Okay. That there. We are nearly finished. Keep that at that angle. Just going to put this on here like this. Just a little bit of glue. How do I have it? Like that. Go up a tiny bit. Okay. And dimensions to the back of that. And that across there. Just going to get that little, where's my take your pick tool. Oops. Get that little thing off there. I think that's a bit of the white. No, it's not coming off. Okay, so let's grab my little black marker and dab it on it. Get rid of that. So that's just the plain black, basic black marker. We might get the ink of Stella out while we're up in that drawer. Ink of Stella. Let's put some of that on there. Okay, so this one is not going to stay tied, is it? Unless I tie it. Just tie that one. Just don't want that to come undone. Okay. I'm going to curl that up a bit around there. Because I like that look. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it'd look better if I keep it straight. Just do it straight down like that. That might be better. Okay, and to do that, I just put a tiny little bit of glue. Up a little bit. A tiny line like that. And then just hold it on there for a minute. I'm just going to hold that there for a moment. What else can I tell you? There's some things coming up soon in June. They're exciting. Saw some things on the website today. So if you're a demonstrator, or if you'd like to join and be one, you can get to purchase some things early before they come out to everybody else. That's exciting. Okay, so that one's held now. And then this one, I'm just going to do the same thing. Right there. Just want a little tiny bit of glue. Just try and do a little tiny bit. And go off a little bit so that it's got a bit to hold on to. Hold that there. So my next class that I'm planning, just hold that there, that'll be right for a minute, is using this one, the Seaside Wishes, and it's got a stamp set, and then you've got the dies, and that's got a, not the interlude tree, that's got the hybrid embossing folder in it, so it cuts out the pieces. That will be a nice one to do, and we're going to make a little wall hanging with that one. That should be fun. So that's at the end of June. Goodness me, it's going to be June soon. Okay, so they're just about ready. I'm just thinking I might put a bit under there as well. You could use a glue dot, but I think I'm just going to use a bit of glue like this, because I can get that under there easier than a glue dot. And I'm just going to hold that down for a moment. It's a little bit fiddly, this bit, but it's worth it because it looks nice when it's finished. And I often put little bits of string sort of, you know, curved around and stuff like that. I love playing with ribbon. Did a wedding card years ago with some gold ribbon. I think it was like a velvety ribbon, and I twisted it sort of all the way around, but I glued it down as I went, and yeah, it looked really effective. And I had an embroidery machine at the time, so I embroidered the people's names and just put them in the middle, and it looked great. They loved it. Oh, that one's not stuck yet. Hang on. Get my finger out of there. Have my finger on the card. Yeah, see, that one's stuck now. Good. Alright, we better get some bling out. That one doesn't want to stay down. Right, where's the bling box? I'll just hold that there for a second. Right, got my finger on it. Did it move? No. Let's get some bling out. Let's see, what are we going to use on here? Put that there. Right. We've got silvery things. Not sure about that. We've got solid things. What colour do we want to go for? There's more sparkly, silvery, glittery things. And we've got these ones. Although we haven't really used those colours, have we? Oh, I'm wondering about the summer splash ones there. What's have we got in here? Oh, they're pretty. Look at these ones. Because they got those colours as well. So these are the in colour ones. Is that stuck yet? I'll let it go. Let's put the lid on. Now we've got to trim that little bit of ribbon, twine off the bottom. Find my twine scissors. Just go close and give it a snip. So I use my sharp ribbon scissors for this. I keep one set of snips, paper trimmer snips. paper trimmer, paper snip for ribbon, so that they stay really nice and sharp. Okay, so here we go. That, oh, I like that. I like doing things a little bit different, you know. So the basic idea was from Stampin Up. Thank you, Stampin Up. And I'm going to put some of this on my little dolphin here. Hope it's working. It's getting a bit empty, this one, I think. So it's got push written there, which is how you get the ink down into there, but don't push too hard. I've had an accident with it when I first got it. And I ended up with, yeah, it's making funny noises. I think it's nearly empty. See if I can get anything out. This way, if it comes out too hard, it'll be on my hand. Yeah, I think I haven't got much at all in there. Is there anything in there? There's a bit of glitter coming out. I just want to put a bit of glitter on there. There it is. If you can see the glitter on it. Yeah, let me get a bit more. Get some light on there. Ooh. Trying to find the right light. Hang on. It's not showing you, is it? Come closer. There it is. There it is. Did you see it? That's what it looks like. Just hard to see in videos when you're so far away from it. But I think it's time for a new one. But it's there. Good-o. There's some glitter on my little dolphin. Right, what colour bling? I don't know. I'm thinking we've got a lot of splops going on already there. I just wonder whether that'll be too much. I'm thinking these ones. Either these or those, because we could do the little silvery ones to match. Yeah, I'm liking these ones. Let's get the others out of the way. Hang on, got to get some glue off my take your pick tool. Oops. Can we put one in there? Actually, I feel like we need a bigger one in there. Yeah, I like those. How's that? Yeah, really finishes it off, doesn't it? I don't like bling on everything, but I do like it when it just lifts it. Okay, well that was fun. So, you know, I felt like I didn't have my my craftiness ready this afternoon. I almost didn't do a lot, but I did really enjoy it. So thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you coming. And I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you get to make some cards like that too. And yeah, if you want to join, let me know. I've got 2 days left. Woohoo! We've got a great little team, and it's just good fun community, you know, inspiring each other. Oh, I'm out of picture there. Go up there a bit. I'm a bit out of focus tonight, aren't I? I don't know what's going on with the internet. It's doing circles. Anyway, I'll say goodnight, and I'll catch you next time. Ciao!